Either way, Mirage is going to be kicking us off. The MongolZ on that CT side, DRILLAS on the T, and currently positioned over towards this A bomb site. MongolZ with the Dualies, ready and waiting for the approach.
Oh, this could be deadly. The flash, ineffective. Can't find the headshots that he needed, though. 9-10 going to be the next one to fall as well. So the DRILLAS coming out and hitting their shots for sure. Blitz, however, firing back takes a bit too much. An aim punch in there lets him down for that third frag. Just needed, you know, one more player in there really to work with him. Techno is left in the clutch situation here, trying for the 1 versus 3. The bomb goes down. Nothing he can do to stop that. Just patiently waiting for the cross to come in. 2 spotted now. The Dualies, however, at this kind of range, not really ideal. He's managing to get shots down range on all of them, but just nothing substantial landing. And the DRILLAS will pick up the pistol.
Warren Kvem trying to get under control. See what they can find inside of mid. Potentially Blitz, who's not expecting this side swipe. Nice little jump up there from Kvem. Taps away at the head of Senzu, and wow, rips the head clean off the shoulders of Blitz in the process as well. Just completely decimating this bomb site. 9-10, having to edge on the corner of this Molotov. Safe for now. MongolZ picking up 2 frags of his own. He's about to trade it back. Hadji with one of his own, and MongolZ not going to go quietly as he picked up a third. Now in this 1 versus 2, Techno is honestly the person I'd want in this situation. Yet to frag in this game so far, but it's still early doors as he hunts on down for Waro. But inside of Connector, it's going to be the T leader.
Still not sold quite yet. Well, indeed, you would hope, but yeah, we'll see. I think you got to be careful poking the bear here.
Certainly right back. Snary going quick. An adaptation to the norm here. Position themselves over towards that B-bomb site, and Techno finally coming alive, finding that kill on Snary. 9-10 picks up Waro. He finally gets his hands on the big green. Kvem inside of mid, 2 kills to his name. Look for the third, but the Yorper is going to shut him down. And this is more the pace that we wanted to be seeing from the MongolZ. They know where MezTal is, I'm pretty sure. He's down to 40 HP. They're tapping away through the smoke to see what they can find. So far, MezTal has just got to try and play the audio, and I do think MongolZ spotted him dropping down. Didn't pull the trigger yet, though. 9-10, information gained as well. And while the shot was good, it simply wasn't low enough for the single chest shot to matter. It's a 4-1 scoreline now with the MongolZ. A little bit of more control being gained here by the T's as the smokes in window and in connector soon to be fading. Another one being thrown both into window and into con. Just about to block that off. Short is now an option. Techno's going to be the person who executes here, though, completely blinded, and does get quite a bit of damage onto Hadji, but he manages to find that kill. Opens up that B-bomb site if they wish to go on through with it. Snary finds MongolZ up close. Waro spots out the gun. There you go. A little bit of a pivot there from Senzu, throws his life away, and Blitz on the corner. Spams down 1. Traded straight back by Kvem. 9-10, not wanting to throw his AWP away, but does pick up 1 in the process. I mean, there's a little bit of money for Waro if he wants to go hunting, but honestly, he'd lose the AWP. I don't think it's worth it at this point. So they are just going to let 9-10 save this one. And the DRILLAS clap back in return. 5-1.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really great round. You know, it is, again, in the DNA, I think, of this team to have the solo flash play, the contact out A, you know, it is anti-team play, anti...
And oh my good God, he might find the AWPer as well. Senzu's on short, Techno's on site, tap goes down. There goes 2, Hadji! What a running tap that was onto Senzu! Opens up that B-bomb site, and now the DRILLAS commanding presence in this round. It might even just be the save call, to be honest with you, Scrib. I think this is done and dusted.
Wow. Yeah, looking pretty legit. I mean, the DRILLAS are constantly finding holes in the defense, particularly Mr. Hadji. Yes, this round is the big one for him, but also in the previous, he was the first man to make a play. So he is looking good. He wants this one for sure. MongolZ really struggling. We're 6-1 already. You know, we've only just gotten into this map. It is moving fast, but it's moving in the direction of DRILLAS pretty quickly.
3 of the 5, of course. Snary and Waro. Both being there before. Looking to bring that experience to the rest of this team. Believe it or not, Only Picks also not been to a major. I don't know if that needed to be said, but...
Don't say it like that. That's all right. He's been. He's been he's at every major.
He is.
His spirit is in every major. Yeah, exactly.
9-10. Nice at locally fragmenting of M, who's been not as commanding presence in this game as we would have liked. Hadji's been the main one to have your eyes on, even though he doesn't have as many frags as Kavem and Waro. It's finding those openers round after round and finding the presence when needed. MongolZ inside of mid, taking down 9-10. You can only leg him. Zeno looking to be able to lock down this bomb site. And, oh, that was a little bit awkward on that swing. Both Waro and himself.
Is in Palace here, making its way over. A call to be made for the MongolZ. They'll try and bolster up A. Ooh, as best they can. Hadji has been heard. And it should work out. Mazinho, for one, still doesn't look super aware of the window area. Yeah, and I mean, just sort of runs out. He was dead to rights there anyway. Not really required, I guess, this guy in at window, but all the same, a little messy there from the MongolZ. They had battled to get their way back in, just couldn't hold it together. Techno given permission to try and give this a go. Usually you might see a 1v2 like this result in a save, pick up that AWP and get out of there, but he is moving in for it. Got a kit available, got some nadage to work with as well. Smoke onto the bomb, trying to draw some attention. Scenario just giving him full space, so he's going to attempt to go for it. Takes a bit of work to find the bomb, and they will just spam him down. So 1v2 doesn't really result in all that much at all. DRILLAS in control of Mirage. Power bars just fully built up, mate. So you really got to be
just saying,
careful.
the last event that I worked was Yellow Compass, and MongolZ did go through to win that entire thing. See that huge S-tier event.
Okay, well, we'll leave that there. At the moment, they are not playing to that kind of level. Hadji with another wild solo move. Mazinho gets caught. They're just, honestly, really not looking good, man. They've been caught up in the well, not necessarily the excitement, but like the energy of the thing, the circumstance of this game. And I don't think MongolZ are playing their best Counter-Strike at the moment from what I am seeing. Very, very disjointed. Techno in another clutch situation. Another 1 versus 2 for him. Wide swings coming in here. Not ready for Waro round the corner and not hitting his shots regardless. Scenario takes him in the end. But once again, a dead to rights situation. Now getting to the scary point. DRILLAS are 8-1, which is a hell of a scoreline. Still kind of recoverable for the MongolZ.
No, I was about to say we aren't seeing anything like huge team play wise, but I think we are. I think we're seeing a pretty consistent element here, which is, hey, we're going to make a hell of a load of space for Hadji, for him to be able to pick holes through the MongolZ in their positioning.
They're just playing the game, not the occasion. You know, that's a classic kind of football line. And I think that is exactly how they are approaching things here. The MongolZ, however, showing that they can get it done. And this is the thing. This is a looser round. There's less pressure on this round. You're on the low buy. And Blitz, yeah, he really wanted to go for the knife. He was thinking about it, but unfortunately, Hadji spins around. But that is, they're looser. They're able to take a wider swing. They're able to play more confidently because you're not expected to win that round, right?
And as of right now, we're seeing shadows of that former self. Techno lifting the shot, gonna thread the needle between the two, looks for the no-scope, but the bolt is simply not racked back on that AWP as of yet. Swinging onto the site is Scenario as he looks for a follow-up kill onto 9-10. The backup AWPer here in this situation. The first one wasn't good, but these next two are. MongolZ finds the header 9-10 after he trades that back. And now Mazinho rotating round from mid to ensure that the DRILLAS don't get themselves a 9th. He has a smoke, M4, kit, half armor, who cares? You're up against AKs. Needs to find the head. It'll be a single bullet on both due to the HP, but MongolZ, the spray is good, and it is going to be 9 rounds for the DRILLAS. Just 1 away from double digits, and looking to shut out our favourites at this RMR.
Unbelievable. Really, really unbelievable. I think, again, just sort of going to show that they're playing this instinctive style, playing this confident style, right? 2v1 there, and they're like, but I will say, kind of an unlucky round there. You know, you try and make a play in the B apartments, and it just so turns out the guy with the God Spawn is peeking in with the AWP, and he's doing it again. Warrow trying to take over the round, lands that second shot. Bit harder for him here, but the Tech-9 will get it done in the end. B-bomb site open. Round should be over, to be honest. MongolZ not moving too quickly just because it is the one guy. 9-10 trying to find this frag with the jump across, holding the jail window, can't land the shot. The bomb actually has been dropped here. So a little interesting from DRILLAS, but again, they are happy to take the fights. They are winning out the fights. What is going on? Like, what is happening? Where are the MongolZ? Like, when do they start playing? Because this is just unreal.
I know we had a slight delay on the server, but do they know that we've started playing? This isn't the warm-up?
I don't even want to like fully joke about it though, because it is just wild to think about, you know.
Legitimately, they need to have a reset. Like, the half is over, like, it's done. Like, there's even a conversation that the map is over at this point, a 10-2 half. Are you kidding me?
Underpass area. Techno. Ooh. Yeah, doesn't want to give his life away. It is very, very valuable. Oh, they back off, and he is just looking to try and find a way in. 9-10's got that information to work with on the P250, close to the second, not quite, but they know with so much presence towards the middle that they can strike on towards the A-bomb site. There comes Techno, nice and late to the party, but
this is better.
Better late than never. 3-piece in, just MongolZ remaining.
Does begin his rotate. Spots out one, but does get gushed down to 16 HP. The Glock not going to be one tapping him as of yet, but a gust of wind from one of these pistols will finish the job. He needs to be crisp and clean on all three shots. He wants to be able to secure this one, and well, he finds the opener. Looks for the next one, but Mazzinho shuts him down. It is going to be a third round here for the MongolZ. Momentum in their favor coming in to the first few rounds of this half. A T-side masterclass is going to have to be called here by Blitz.
You know, I think from a realistic standpoint, if we're looking at it from that perspective, you've got to get to like 10-8 before they lose their next round. Even then, of course, they would prefer not to. Man, it's just not looking good, you know? A clean headshot on the scout is one thing, but two players on top of each other that can't really help each other out, it's just a mess, bro. Like, it's so wild. Blitz left low. This is a doable round for DRILLAS. Like, I'm perplexed. I am perplexed. The MongolZ really just not helping themselves right now.
No, completely agree. Mazzinho's looking to cause some havoc over towards this A-bomb site. Full HP. AK and util. Does manage to take down Scenery. I wonder if he's expecting them underneath wood. Molotov is going to burn him down a little bit. Mazzinho's going to hear that. I wonder if they saw them on the cross. I think they did, yeah. Hadji does get spammed down a little bit. The jig is up. They know that the bomb is going to get planted here. MongolZ close angle with this MP9. While the mollies are deployed for the MongolZ. DRILLAS have no response whatsoever. Mazzinho gets tagged down to 7 HP as well. Everyone is so low at this point. Tickle them and take them down. MongolZ manages to find Blitz. Only 10 seconds remaining on the clock now. And I think that's all she wrote. I don't think there's a world that they can find all four of these kills, get the bomb planted. No. It's simply just staying alive at this point. And with the timer ticking down to 0, Techno's done amazingly to keep himself in this one and take that AK through to the next round. But it's an 11th for the DRILLAS. Most forward position player is Scenery. Something that was actually a deficit of the DRILLAS yesterday. Almost threw around a couple of those tail end rounds. You need to be the executing factor. I think one of them getting flashed out by MongolZ or something, and words were exchanged after the game. Either way, he falls to the wayside. Kvem reveals his position, begins tapping on through. There's no backup on this A site as of yet. They haven't heard the drop or the jump. Well, they hear the Techno one now. But is he going to be expecting the boost? I don't think he does. Techno's on the jump, and he picks up 2 in the form of Hadji and Kvem. These headshots have been so crisp, so clean. And with Blitz on the lurk inside of mid, expecting and now hearing MongolZ on short. He might be good for one on the trade. Swings on up, and it's a laboured spray. And MongolZ is afforded the opportunity to be able to spam back. Needs to be cautious about his angle, though. A single bullet will do it. Senzu knows his positioning in close range. For Warrow, it's not going to work out for him. He has to fall back now. with the AWP in tow. The last time that they had the full buy round, they were pretty passive with their holds, which has been a very different change of pace for them. Instead of getting up in their opponent's faces and trying to force these fights, which it appears like they're trying to do here as they garner some mid control, con control, underpass as well. This tower inside of mid is going to be able to find up that opening kill onto Senzu. Hadji does fall as Techno begins his approach through under. In the same vein, a lot of players do like to, as he is at the moment, just hold on to what they have. Too greedy. Zinio wins the fight against Scenari, and I think unless Waro can find multiple kills here, the round is indeed going to be over. He's weary of his back, knows that there was potentially a gap that could have been exploited. Molotov comes in, that creates the space to get in there for the bomb in particular. So there will be a retake if they want to go for it, and I just think with nothing coming up, they should have already been saving. They stick around a bit too long. They lose 2 members, potentially a third here as well. Not quite, but his days looking to be numbered. Meztal has to fight his way out of this one, and it's not going to be easy for him. All the same, it doesn't matter. 1 saved rifle is not 3, and 3 allows you to buy back in. He's surely dead to rights here. He is indeed by Mazzinho, and thus Drillers have no presence in this next round. You know, they might try and go for a bit of something. Yeah, we'll see if we have a tech pause that's long enough. Look at this from Scenari. I mean, it's usually him poking and probing solo, but oh my good god, they're going to get punished. You've got to clear that angle, guys. The miscommunication there. Mazzinho does get tagged down to 54, but the information is up that, hey, there's an aggressive lurking player over towards A, and Hadji's there to be able to get them out of an awkward situation to shut down that palace approach. Kvem looking to be able to gain some more site control, but through the smoke goes Techno as he picks up Kvem and Hadji, and now just Waro on the site to be able to see if he can find one of these 3 kills. The reposition for the MongolZ, though, as they look to hold down over towards B. The timing for 9-10 does not work out, and oh my god, it almost blows up in their face. Meztal is not good for them as Blitz finds 2. It's 9 for the MongolZ, and Drillers sit on 11. They have not moved from this point for quite some time. It's been 4, now 5 rounds in a row. The MongolZ have strung together since the Drillers have been able to execute or activate at all. All right, here we go. Do or die for Drillers, it feels like. They've got to get this 12th and just at the very least have that overtime to lean on. The pressure getting to them. The MongolZ game has been weak, but we'll see whether they can continue the trend. Meztal holds well. That 3rd is ridiculous. Surely should have gone down by now. A hero and another dink coming in could potentially be enough. We'll see. 9-10 gets caught, and Blitz, with hardly any HP here, cannot get it done, as he will find upgraded Meztal to a more important role, but I think they wanted to keep him there because you might about to see this waterfall effect come into play once again. Oh, Hadji nearly caught off. There you go. Eventually his luck runs out, and he will indeed be isolated. I think you just have to immediately save here, guys. Yeah, he's so far away. You know, they went probing and prodding. That was a bit difficult to get out in the end. But, yeah. They ultimately moved and banked on the wrong bomb site. So, makes sense. The MongolZ are on the hunt, however, and this is something that may well not be expected. Double spray down for Blitz, nearly a 3rd, in fact. He's located the vast majority of the team. There's actually no one on the bomb, even. So, you know, hopefully no one going for a ninja. We know that they won't be, and you see 9-10. Just move back. Just have a little double check. Just make sure where is that last guy. But this is looking good. It's a pretty solid hunt here. I think they should be able to deal with most of the weapons, which is obviously going to be a really, really big deal. That one in particular, Scenari absolutely cannot go down here. He's not got money to buy into the next. Nobody would have been able to drop him. Blitz slowly creeping up. Hadji very ready for him. Maybe need some noise from the top end of middle to distract. Oh, that was the window, wasn't it? But he wasn't on the peak.
Full contact here from MongolZ. They, again, have read the situation pretty well. Not been a super aggressive kind of hold Warrow or panicked shot, man. That might just cost them. We'll see. Ben finds a clean frag through the smoke. And Hadji pushes through. Blitz asleep at the wheel. 4x3. Don't quite know. But it has made the difference. And DRILLAS at the very final hurdle. Once again, similar to their opening VO1, will take it over the line. A hell of a map coming in from both teams. But it is the DRILLAS who just about manage to best out the MongolZ.
Different emotions. One club. Skin Club.
3 players close to the site. Mestal hidden away. He may well sell his teammates down the river. To be honest, he's going to get checked. However, there's no messing around from MongolZ this time. Julies do keep things even. Actually going to drop the bomb out. Oh, in no man's land. Warrow will be so disappointed in himself that he has missed out on that opportunity. They're going for the aggressive moves here, the MongolZ, not looking to rush the plant. They've got plenty of time, so kills are the name of the game, and you can see the amount of damage that they have done here. Each and every player getting chipped away at. However, 2... Oh my god, for Blitz! I was going to say 2v2 quickly, but then, I mean, Blitz just absolutely ruins them in the donut.
I mean, we know that the MongolZ are good on pistols, dude. Maybe it's just Blitz. It's time and time again we're seeing these fadeaway pistol shots while moving hits the first one and just goes, second one for good measure. Why not? 1, 2, you're both done. Tight angles being held. Senzu is very familiar with this one from Hadji. But not going to give it the respect it deserves. Does get taken down. There goes one of your AKs. Going to get recovered by the fragging player. Posted up outside of elbow, still basically inside a T-spawn, more position towards that A bomb site, but they found a gap inside of mid with the smoke going in to be able to block out red room. Kvem does have to fall off and bolster up that B bomb site. A little bit here. The lurk in from Mestal. It's going to pay dividends to be able to find 9-10. Smokes go down, pretty standard from what we've been seeing from a lot of the JVCS setup. Spam in from Warrow. Blitz trades it back, and Mestal, well, they know he was over on this bomb site. Most likely he's in main at this point. Molotov goes in, gonna swing through it, and does manage to find Blitz to bring us into a 1 versus 3 with now an AK in hand. Mazzinho needs to go massive. A whip spray from Kvem, and it's every single angle known to man that Mazzinho has to cover. Good for one on Scenari to be able to hurt the economy of the CT side, but it's the round that still goes the way of the DRILLAS.
MongolZ, again, you know, they look a little shaky in the early stages. They've got to be careful. The initial moves from the DRILLAS do seem to have been really well worked out. A lot of set moments and well-coordinated aggression. Flash is pretty good. Warrow moves forwards to find the frag as well. Keen find there, and another opening moment for DRILLAS.
He picks up Techno on the sidelines. We know that Techno really enjoys being the deciding factor over towards lane. Hadji looking to make it difficult for him, give him a run for his money. Does so. Still just going to reveal his presence by spamming away and, or essentially putting a wall of bullets in front of anyone thinking to push into his line of sight, into his crosshair. Blitz and Mazzinho clearing the angles, giving the respect that he deserves. Hadji on this off angle. Full mag. Still finds one, looks for the second, but Mazzinho's there for the trade. Scenari, the MP9 from a distance, is not going to be too much help in this situation unless he can close the gap. But as of right now, human flashbang and chip damage is going to be the name of the game for him. He's going to swing on through with the backup there from Mestal, but Senzu comes alive. This is what we were missing in that first map. Senzu was completely missing. And he finds 3 here to be able to ensure that the MongolZ find their 3rd as well.
Hard eco here, just a few upgraded pistols for Drillers.
2 Deagles, 5.7 on the close angle for Warro. USPS is surrounding it. I mean, if we see that 1D come on through from Haji, then round's in a much different state, but instead just chip damage onto 910. Still going to be posted up over towards this B bomb site are both Drillers and the MongolZ. Warro's got some backup. Needs to try and play that close angle, though. Someone else to take the first contact, so he knows when to swing on through. Flash goes out, Warro might even keep onto the angle, and he does, and he is going to get punished for it. Drops Senzu down to 3 HP, but there's no one else there to be able to back him up. Shots on through the smoke for Haji. Still not going to be able to connect onto anything as of yet. There's no real point in saving this, so just got to relocate himself, potentially through mid, and then see if he can backstab as the bomb goes down. It's looking almost guaranteed for a MongolZ 4th, unless we see something historic from Haji. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there ain't no way he's securing this one.
No, but a kill would be nice.
He'll take an AK.
Oh.
Never mind.
Flanked out. Yeah, he loves a good off angle. It leaves you sort of exposed from time to time.
The only teams that the MongolZ are really using this map too are some of the big names, your Ences, your Virtus Pros, your Bigs, Health, 3D Max, all the way back at Pro League if you really want to cast your mind that far back. And they're able to beat some of the good teams as well in Spirit, 3D Max, Big, Cloud9 as well, just to name a few. So this is certainly a difficult one for the Drillers to take. Vem finds an opening kill onto Mazzinho, but Blitz trades it straight back as he gets caught unawares. Reloading that M4. Techno through the smoke, takes down Mestal, and gains full control of this A-bomb squad.
When we get planted once again, we do have a relatively quick flank here from Warro. No kit available for him though, unfortunately, and he does get spotted there. Techno head on a swivel. He has been our standout player for MongolZ in this series, and he looks set to do the same again. Another save situation for the Drillers, although not fully committing to it, and in fact will lose all their players in the end. So MongolZ starting to really take over the game right now.
So much more of a on-form performance. That's no enough from it. Haji, though, ensures that no more frags will be found from him this time round. Haji always went for a big commitment there as he tried to swing on out and take down Techno, but instead, Techno gets 1, and 910 shoots in between the shoulder blades. We're seeing a big commitment towards this bomb site right now, but now with Util committed on A, Mestal just a little bit too deep inside of CT, too far away to be able to hear it land. They are going to be able to punish him for such endeavours. Now, the Drillers, with this round, I mean, the AWP's going to get saved by Scenari, and Kvem's going to keep that M4 around as well. MongolZ could go hunting if they really wanted to. Their money is looking great.
Save should be okay here. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big sign that the MongolZ are in the head of Drillers, and Drillers playing a very, very reactive kind of game. And I think that worked a little bit for them on Mirage, but it's not really working here. Obviously, we saw as well, just like protocol-wise,
bit of a cross angle being held. We need to be cautious about how they play this one. What on earth is this boost? God, that's an angle and a half, isn't it? 910 does actually get hit by Warro. Warro escapes scot-free for the time being.
Yeah, quick flick there. So, fair play to land that shot. Senzu, meanwhile, makes a move out on towards B, finds Haji, so that's going to give them some decent room to play with here. 1 minute and 10 left on the clock. Plenty of options available. A full bail on A to try and make something happen over here. Scenari goes contacting down the ramp. Finds 2. Mestal's got a kill of his own towards Elbow. 4 on 2 now, and the Drillers with some confident moves, you know. They lose a guy. You probably expect them to sort of play safe. I mean, I did. They do the exact opposite. Again, it's sort of that anti-rulebook, anti-expectation kind of play. Still not over quite yet, however. Some decent damage done, but yeah, they will actually clean things up. Drillers with a Very, very confident move, but it works. They have, of course, pulled away from the A-bomb site, going in for the B execute here. Nobody home on the site itself. Maybe a kill through the smoke here is the best that Hadji can hope for. Rotations have rolled in pretty quickly, and they've been slowed down by CT smoke, in fact. But once that goes down, they get the bomb planted nice and safe. Molotov a little late, not really going to be able to do too much behind it. So one of these unicorn situations where everybody is still alive as the bomb goes down. Have to try and now find the space on the Driller's side. Plenty of kits to work with here. An AWP to potentially lead the charge. All 5 of them coming in from exactly the same angle. Moving slow. Not a lot of time given across. They're going to have to neglect a few angles, but it gets so chaotic. You swing out, you swing into like 4 guys at once. It's the 2v1, and Mazzinho gets it done. The young gun keeps them alive to get the 8th.
They can get to double digits in this first half. We need to see a monumental recovery from the Drillers. And Blitz is looking to ensure that they're not starting now. Ben, a name that we've been highlighting time and time again, does get taken down. So does Scenario there. Doesn't want to reveal his position, so he shifts on through the Molotov, and the Molotov simply does way too much damage, and he dies without seeing a single face.
Oh, nice. Blitz on the swing. Pretty clean find. One would assume not too much work cut out for that second. They just have to be careful not to set their sights on that Anubis too early.
This is where the benefit of the MongolZ kind of team mentality and experience starts showing. We cast our minds back to that Inferno, right? It was a 10-2 half in which the MongolZ really needed to dig into their strat book to be able to execute some plays, completely separate the side for that round in which the map was split in twain, blocking the Drillers off towards a bomb site when they had to move it out to B.
Terrorists win.
Drillers need to do something simple in the second half at this point when they move over to the B side. And I don't know if this pug mentality that they kind of have, yes, they have strats in their back pocket, but are they as refined as what the MongolZ have? With only a dribble of utility. Can they make anything stick here? Or on the side being quite aggressive, Hadji with the MP9, not able to convert that kill either. As Senzu is making up for his lacking performance in that first map.
A-bomb site again is left unmanned as the presence shown on B is enough for the Drillers to move across and try and make something happen here. Sensu will go down. But yeah, with a deep position on A, you feel like the round again should be all but confirmed here. Bomb is slowly going to make its way over, but they just keep going deeper. They just keep trying to see what else they can get away with. Information now going to come in as Scenario spots nobody in towards lane. But the jig is up. Mazzinho gets a backstab onto Waro, completely blindsided. 4-on-3. They're obviously going to try and go for this, but they're just so far back, man. There's absolutely no way. Like, they really are going to struggle to get in here. No information to work with. Mazzinho, a bit of a jump for him. Let's tell a quick headshot. Maybe I speak too soon. However, 910 is there. Nearly lines them up for that one. Molotov comes down, buys a bit more time to work with here, and you feel should be able to play around the bomb, but 910 takes the peak anyway, and they will indeed close it out. 10-2.
Beat close qualifiers. Went through to the RMR. And could potentially make it to a major. I'd say it's a little bit more crazy than I'm starting watching the event.
Absolutely. If you asked me 6 months ago, I probably would have gone with the Adam Sandler angle a little bit. Especially just the side of Drillers being serviceable here, being very, very workable. Pistol is traded out nicely by Hadji there as he finds a 2-4-2 in the end, retrieves that bomb. I'll potentially open things up. It's unfortunate. Fem was making a play, but yeah, Blitz has to be the party pooper coming in from behind, netting the easy frag, taking another head away with him. He's so good on this USP, man. He was the same on map 1 as well. Hadji, however, trying to give him a run for his money. Clean first frag in this 1 versus 3. Can he get this all-important Blitz headshot? The answer is going to be no. Runs out of ammunition and Blitz takes it. Oh, Nice and easy. Bit of BM as well, just to hammer it home. And I think that will be MongolZ securing the Ancient in due course.
A fragging prowess across the board that we were seeing in the previous has fizzled. And now with only pistols in this force buy, it's a Hail Mary play into side of mid to see what they can find. The single frag onto Blitz, who's bolstered by Senzu, Azenio, and Bo, looking to shut them down. And now with just MezTel on the sidelines, Techno, something in his brain said I might go for a knife, but just wanted to get it over and done with. 13-2. Now that is what we expect from the MongolZ. Back to your regular scheduled programming. Will it be the MongolZ to make it 3 on the trot from Paris to Copenhagen to Shanghai? Or will it be DRILLAS? This ragtag group of players with mixed international experience able to qualify for their very first attempt at a major. Hadji going to be able to find 2 kills here. Very clean onto Senzu. Warrior picking up Techno as well. Bringing this to a 3 versus 2. Blocked by his teammate is MezTel, the full HP player of Warrior, taken down by Blitz, the pistol demon that we've come to know and love. Scenari on the backlines, dual Berettas. I wonder if they're expecting him here. The long range certainly does not suit these dual pistols. MezTel creeping around the corner, does get spread out by Mazzinho. He needs to go ballistic right now, does Scenari. And Mazzinho taps him down. Only good for Blitz. And now on this B-bomb site, the only player without a primary weapon, MezTel on the 5-7. The rotate does get called. He hides behind the hill, expecting the underpass. Touchdown run, looks for the second in Senzu. It's chip damage, but it's not going to be enough to be able to convert it into a 2.
Looking good here. Moving towards this B-bomb site.
What was that headshot, bro? I thought that was James. What the hell?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy, man. He's got those homing bullets. Just trying to figure themselves out here on the MongolZ side. A lot of space taken and arguably a bit too easily towards middle, so they have a lot of options. He's not slowing down at all. However, Warro hears it, holds for it, finds the frag. Mazzinho to find the double entry, however, keeps them in proceedings here. Flash is ineffective. Warro around the pillar, able to dance and maybe find a couple of kills. Not quite, though. 2 on 2 now. Bomb not going to be committed just yet. Scenari walks straight into the crosshair, but still wins the fight. Techno brings it down to the 1 versus 1. The bullets, not many going to be required here, as both remain very, very low indeed. But the big thing is that bomb. It is certainly
no trade potential, no util to really play with. At least offensive utility, to say the least. The bomb does get planted, and Techno's got to think, okay, there's something wrong here. Oh my God, he checks behind him for a brief moment, but the timing is just not in his favor, and it's going to be at the hands of Scenari that the first round is secure from the DRILLAS here. It works out in their favor, but it costs a damn lot.
Little do they know MongolZ could have run-of-the-mill over there and even just get the bomb down pretty easily with some very simple utility. They're going to try and crunch towards the mid and canals area here, looking for the first frag to come their way. 9-10, however, holding it from the stairs, is feeling good, feeling confident. Nets that first frag, opens up proceedings. Techno moving in for a bit more. Will manage the first. Trade is there, but it's good information. Meanwhile, the A site still remains open. Blitz selling his teammate down the river, and will gather a bunch of information. Pretty good positional advantage, but it's that bomb going down uncontested that really looks good for me.
Senzu moving towards beach. Hadji's going to be good for that opening kill. Mazzinho there to be able to back up his teammate and potentially sneak away some revenge. Ooh, this cheeky little angle on the edge. Spraying into 3 of them, but he's only going to be good for 1. Hadji with the recovered AK doing some work here. Now on a 2 versus 2. Blitz inside of mid. Advantageous position, as you mentioned, but he's yet to execute. He's yet to come alive. 9-10 picks up Hadji, the influential force. Now in this AWP v AWP 1v1, and 9-10 knows he doesn't need to swing. With Warro, even with a kit, knows that it's better to save this AWP moving into the next round. Allow the MongolZ to take a 4th.
And then still go into the retake. You know, I think you maybe have to think about what you're doing in the round, and it's not worked, so let's just try and regress into the next. They'll still just about get something going here. Blitz, however, is a beast. Showing no signs of slowing down. No mercy at all from Blitz. He's been working middle all half long, and a brilliant couple of kills from him. It is difficult. Oh, Zinio on the hunt, as is pretty much the rest of the entire team. Trying to take some of these guns away, and it's pretty important for Drillers that they actually hold on to these weapons. Zinio goes flying through the smoke and just catches them both in the side.
The smokes begin to fade, both in main and inside of lower. Senzu finally activates. 910 does fall to the wayside, but the trade is there. Util coming on out from Techno to be able to execute on this bomb site. Does get spammed down from Haji, as once again we see a random jump from the Mongolian squad. Senzu, AWP in tow after 910 dropped it. Picks that back up. Kvem doesn't really want to reveal his position right now. Could have tapped through on the bullet traces if he wished. The Molotov goes in, forces Kvem off the angle, gives away his position, needs to relocate, and Mazzino almost ripped his head clean off his shoulders before he even got started. We need to see some backup here from Scenario and Woro, but that doesn't seem to be the case. They're rotating through canals, and with Woro finding that kill on Senzu, Scenario needs to be cautious about his angles, doesn't clear the close right, gets punished for it, and Mazzino again, the young talent for the squad, coming out clutch as he finds two more and saves that AWP, taking MongolZ to a 7-1 scoreline and continuing to command the lead of this T side. That, unfortunately, just isn't good enough. We know how good he can be. He's the highlight player in that best of one. Scenari, dear lord, what is this? Has anyone spotted him at this point? Surely they have. Yes, Senzu has an inkling there's somebody there. Swings on through, takes down Haji. He plays flashbang as Scenari trades it straight back. Mazzino on the corner. Is Scenari going to be expecting this follow-up? I don't think he is right now. Spams him down, does get traded by Techno, who finds Mestal over the other side of the map. Woro with the trade once again, taken down by 910, and this is more of a round that the Drillers could have won. A lot more tempo put in their direction. And now just Kvem. The current lack of fragging soon come back to bite him. But with the Molotov going down, he's holding on the edge of it, waiting to see if he can find someone in his crosshairs. 910, unsure of his current position, and this could be massive. The first two kills for Kvem could be the clutch to be able to secure them a second round with util available. A smoke, molly, and flash. Needs to be clean. Position revealed as the molly goes down to clear the angle. Smoke to be able to block off main. And the call has been made once again. He is not feeling it. There's no one who swings into him. All five, honestly, need to step back up to the plate. Give us those flashes of audience that we saw. Scenario's looking to do exactly that right now. As the smoke comes in to clear the angle. Smoke then reloads. Scenario sprays down two. Is there backup though? It does not look like it right now. They're trying to delay it as long as they can with these smokes, but because there's a blockade in their way, the MongolZ just say, okay, we'll rotate. Heading towards B, poking and prodding. Now I'm messing it up. To see what they can find. Haji found an angle and once again is able to find a frag off the back of it, but that leaves the B bomb site completely open. I kind of think Mestal should just push this smoke, see what he can find. Looks like he's thinking about it. Senzu gets that bomb planted. 910 with the AWP. It's a 4v2 retake. Is it possible?
Now just one. Oh, Senzu, that's so clean for the first two. He's not quite ready for Mestal, though. It's unfortunate. Too much on a swivel, not training on any one angle. He takes a few guns away, which isn't really going to have too much of an effect into this final round of the first half. But at the very least, Drillers giving themselves a lifeline. It is a very, very... rolling forwards here via middle. It has been a big issue for the Drillers side of things. 910 to open up. Loves a good contact play. And will make it work. The huge part of that, of course, is that the kill comes in. It doesn't really paint the full picture. How many players does he have in support? Scenari really does not know. Too many angles to check. And he's eventually forced into the fight. Probably would be a save here if it wasn't the final round of this first half. So, yeah, not looking good at all. You're trained into the middle. Bit of a laboured one, but yeah, not much that Hadji could do by himself. And, well, 9-10 gets it, but he was absolutely dead to rights. It's tough.
If he gets up close and personal, hell, if he's at long range, he will rip your head off if you give him that chance. The drillers set up in this 3-2 split, and it's 9-10 to find the opening kill. Does get a good straight back, and Techno with dual Berettas is going to be able to find Meztal, with Saneri picking up Techno in the process. But there's no one to back him up right now, as mid still seems to be the position of choice for the Drillers squad.
Oh. Hello. Spotted. Gives a good amount of information away as well, so you just have to be wary of middle and indeed the A-bomb site itself. 9-10, unfortunately, is not really healthy enough to fully post up. So he's just holding the angle. He's got some support now as well, and of course it is Mazzinho who's down here with the Julies. Looking to hide away, gives his position. Finally, oh, that's a clean headshot at range. He will be traded quick. So maybe still in this here, 3 versus 2, but it hangs in the balance, it feels like. 9-10, as mentioned, not all that healthy. Kvem with his P250, trying to find another head. The Julie's picked up as well. The damage keeps coming in, slowly chipping away at each other at this point. It's all on to Saneri. He does have those Julies. That's a clean find onto Sensu. The remaining 2 are pretty damn low here. He could certainly do it, and he will. Saneri, a big 3-piece with the retrieved Julies to keep Drillers potentially in contention.
And SMGs, the MP9s for Senzu, Techno, and 9-10, while the Drillers have gone for the rifles on 4, but they aren't the premium ones. The Galils instead, just so they can have a little bit of utility to work with in this round. Some of it being wasted. We do see Kvem picking up his first frag in that previous round, hopefully the first of many coming into the second half.
At least it doesn't end the game killless, I suppose. Force by, oh, in full force. There is the support there though. 9-10 makes sure to keep the numbers even. Meanwhile, coming in from B itself, this is a weird looking round. Techno's found himself a Galil. If he can get another kill here, then maybe we are on. The bomb has to be retrieved. Mazzinho trying to join up with his teammate. Dink lands, doesn't get the kill, just out of range for the instant headshot. So it is all on to Techno. He's only got 6 HP, man. Surely not. Yeah, and I think he's just going to run away and take this Galil into the next.
They need to make sure they hold on to as many of these as possible, though. This should be an easy round for them, considering they got up against one save Galil and pistols across the board. Crazy have happened. And there it starts. 9-10 with the 1D gone to Hadji, takes down.
Fortunately, MongolZ, they find that first kill and they've just not overstepped since. Maybe I speak too soon as Blitz is pushing down middle to see what he can get away with, as is Waro, but via Dark instead. Trade is instant. Gotta be careful here. They've got a good position with Blitz coming in from behind. Maybe he can take a name or two before the bomb goes down. Again, it's so pivotal. He really could do a lot from here. Plant is coming in. He continues creeping forwards and not giving him any attention at all. Clears a couple of angles here. Takes the headshot for 1, but that's all he's able to get. It's unfortunate. He needed another player with him or in the site. But have to deal with the hand you are dealt. That is a hell of a shot from 9-10 that brings this back in. I thought surely looking the wrong way. He was absolutely dead to rights. There's hardly any time, unfortunately, to get the round going. So we'll see Saneri looking to just play it patiently, not swinging in super aggressive. Knows it's a low buy, unlikely to have a kit. Here's him stomping around here as well. So we'll just win it out via the time. But we were on for a moment there, and again, every single Drillers round thus far has been a squeeze.
But that's the re-aggression from 9-10, knowing that Saneri's already been tagged down low. Hell, the guy was on 27 HP. Could have leg-shotted him with the deagle and taken him down with a single shot. It didn't need to be the one tap to the head that we come to know and love from the gun. Blitz inside of mid, takes down his opposing IGL. 9-10 falls to the wayside at the hands of Hadji, but again, this two-man setup inside of mid, paying dividends to the work that MongolZ are doing here. Nade goes into the young talent with the M4 in tow. And again, the trade is there for the Mongols, playing out in their favor. The bomb is going to get planted at the hands of Kavem. The rotate has now been called. Back is here for Mestel. We need to see some clean kills from them. And right now, all we're seeing is clean frags from Blitz as he picks up Mestel. And Techno on the sidelines takes down Kavem before he can activate once again. It's going to be an 11th round for the Mongols. They are 2 away from making their 3rd major in a row, from Paris to Copenhagen and then to Shanghai. Can they do it in these closing rounds? This B site lockdown, this mid-control, they are simply not going to allow any of the T side of the drillers to encroach upon, is clinical. Clutching the straws are the C side now as they begin their approach towards the A-bomb site, and it's going to be at the hands of Mazzinho to stop them, and it swings directly into their line of sight. Only going to be good for one. The backup is there from Senzu with the monitor turned on after that second map. He's going to be good for chip damage and the help from Blitz to transfer those into kills. And now in a 2 versus 1 with Haji on 21 HP. A 12th round is looking almost guaranteed at this point.
Bomb's been dropped on the site. There's absolutely no way that he gets back in, so I don't know, you'd maybe even argue to save the AK from this point. He won't be able to buy one into the next if he does indeed try and give this a look in, just waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Could make all the difference. Sensu does seem somewhat unaware, but I think as it starts going down, okay, yeah, Haji actually gives up the angle. Doesn't really matter, 9-10 was ready for him. I think people may look back on this one, and who knows, it's all about the drillers in the lower bracket. They will keep the dream alive. They've not just completely checked out, not a total fluke in their opening game against Lynn Vision. But the MongolZ, of course, going to be a bridge too far. A quick move in towards this A-bomb site to try and stay alive, brute force their way in. They have gained a lot of ground, but taken a lot of damage in the meantime. Bomb going to go down. Mazzinho is here. Good to go. Chipping away at them. Will get caught off without ammunition, but he's bought enough space, one would assume here. A little messy. The pistols remain. It's Warrow on the Glock, but nothing he can do. It is Kavem. 11 HP and a Tech 9. Maybe a dream. Oh my! Brings it down to the 1 versus 1, but it's not going to be enough, and MongolZ will secure it. They make it to the perfect world Shanghai Major in very, very clean fashion in the end. Absolutely brilliant stuff from them, and a solid series coming in. Mazzinho in particular, I think, deserved of the heavy high fives. He was the standout player in map 2 and map 3.